what are some of the biggest games around in terms of the video game market? Of course, there's your usual suspects like Halo, exclusive to the Xbox, Call of Duty on all consoles and on the PC, of course. But there's one which comes out every year, which may not get as many mentions for some people as something like Call of Duty, but it is still one of the key video games out there. FIFA 13, of course, is the latest iteration of the FIFA series, very popular and in very fierce competition with Pro Evolution Soccer, or Winning 11 as it's also known by. Now FIFA 12, it certainly came out last year and made a huge impact with some really key changes like the tactical defending aspect, causing a lot of people to relearn certain bits of the game, and to great effect, of course. This year's FIFA 13 may not be as revolutionary as previous iterations of the game, but it is still outstanding nonetheless. And Pro Evo, I haven't played the latest one, will certainly have to step up their game in order to compete against the FIFA series as it once did. Now, what makes FIFA 13 so awesome? Many things, really, to be honest. I mean, firstly, the attacking aspect. Now, in terms of passing the ball and receiving it, it's more realistic than before. Previously, the ball would stick to the player almost magically. Now, if I was to play a bad pass, as in a bit too powerful, to someone who's statistically not as good as someone like Lionel Messi, he'll probably struggle to control the ball and it'll bounce off him. Very similar, of course, to real life. Even when you're chasing down a free ball and a defender's next to you, you can jostle and you can bustle and both try to compete for it. And of course, stats come into the play there. If someone is fast, it will show. If they're slow, like per Mertesacker in the game behind me, for Arsenal, that will also show. It really makes a very authentic game. At the same time, it can be frustrating when you play a ball in and the person is unable to control it. Of course, in time, you will learn how to control it better. For example, when to press sprint as the ball is coming towards you, or perhaps trying to knock it to the side and trying to control it that way. Of course, FIFA is a skill, and to compete online, you will certainly have to be the best. Other aspects of it, which are really cool, would be, well, the player impact engine is not new, but they certainly tighten things up. And I certainly enjoy seeing a more realistic approach as you hustle and bustle, like I mentioned early on, with someone else, even as you are with the ball. Now, in terms of graphics, as you can see, not much difference, to be honest. There are some minor improvements. One thing I do like is, supposing the ball is going out of play and you have a winger or fullback, whoever's trying to get the ball, they might try to slide to keep it in and maybe slide off the pitch, similar to how they do so in real life. Now, this game is a whole host of content. Now, everything can be updated as long as you connect to the internet as if what's happening in real life. For example, they have Game of the Week. They'll randomly, they being FIFA, pick a game and you can contest this game in the same sort of environment and obviously injuries and everything as the game in real life. For example, this week's one is Manchester United traveling to Newcastle. I played it and it's a lot of fun. Key players are missing. Steve Harper, for example, has to start in goal because Krul is missing. And it will show as you are getting ready for the match with Krul's picture coming up. And it's also reflected in the commentary. Commentary has been spruced up this year as Martin Tyler and Alan Smith will talk about the grounds and even about the specific players. For example, as I was playing with Arsenal, they started saying that their striker had been unable to really score leading up to that point. They're of course talking about Olivier Giroud, if you know anything about football. So reflecting what's happening in real life makes it even more authentic. As the game progresses, you can also have injuries, and they'll get Jeff Shreves to give an update as you're playing the game. I love that. Really feels like a match day presentation. And as they're talking about someone, you'll see their picture appear in the top hand, and they'll talk about certain injury to that player and the impact that they have. Very authentic. Match day is awesome. Now, of course, they have all the other features which you saw last year in terms of content and online play, but there's a new one which is the skills play. Really cool, as a chance for you to practice and unlock stuff as you're playing the skills. Could be shooting, dribbling, advanced shooting, crossing, whatever. and they make it very fun and highly addictive as you try to unlock bronze, silver, and gold, and actually more than that for you to post scores and compete against your friends. Overall, very minor changes, a few things thrown in here and there, like the skills challenge, but it creates a very, very worthy package in general for the FIFA series. If you love the last one, you're gonna love this one even more. And yes, I would recommend getting this. I would recommend you staying up to date because it really is a worthwhile game if you are a football fan. The whole thing comes together and it feels like you're watching Astro on the weekend and about to watch your favorite team play against another team in the BPL or any other league for that matter. I love it. This gets a solid 9 out of 10 for me. Not as revolutionary, but still a worthy successor to FIFA 12. Oh, my time for this week is up. Never mind. You can find us on YouTube, you can find me on Twitter, Facebook, anything really, many ways to get hold of us. Now next week, we got something really special, something from Canon actually. So we're comparing two of, well, rather new cameras, I have to say. Looking forward to that. My name is Anna Carruthers. Want to give a big shout out to the Be Publica for having us here today. It's been a real pleasure. Until next time.